Hello guys, this is onlyabidoang and today I'm gonna be covering 10 non-playable characters or NPCs that you might have forgotten or might not know in The Sims 4. These NPCs can be met in specific conditions and some of them even have unique characteristics and abilities. Now without further ado, let's take a look at them, shall we? NPC number 1, Tragic Clown. This NPC can be encountered in The Sims 4 base game. They have been around since back in The Sims 1 and have been implemented to The Sims 4 in an update a while ago. To be able to meet them, you must first buy this painting from buy mode called Tragic Clown. You can only view this painting. After viewing it, there's a chance nothing will happen and you'll get this head buff. But there's also another chance that a Tragic Clown will actually visit your sim slot. This can be hinted by a sound effect playing and a pop-up notification appearing just right after viewing the painting. Unlike The Sims 1, the clown will be randomly generated townies, so their name and appearance will be different every time. Once they're around, anyone near them will become sad. The clown will also try to juggle from time to time, but they will always end up failing, thus making everyone even more miserable. They will also try to cheer up your sim and it'll always fail as well. They will stick around for some time and eventually they will leave the lot on their own. Or you can use the send home interaction if you want them gone immediately. Additionally, if you want to act as a Tragic Clown yourself, you can gain access to its outfit, hair, and makeup in Create a Sim. Once worn, your sim will always have a very sad buff as long as you wear the Tragic Clown clothing. You will also be able to perform Tragic Clown interactions, such as juggle and tragically try to cheer up. However, if Tragic Clown sims are around other sims, they will gain a small happy buff even though they will still be sad. NPC number 2, Patchy the Strawman. This NPC comes from Seasons expansion pack. To be able to meet him, first you need to buy this scarecrow object. This might seem like a regular old scarecrow at first, but you'll often notice something suspicious about it. There are several interactions you can do to it. You can examine it first if you want, but there's a chance the scarecrow will come to life and scare you. You can also socialize with him regarding several different topics to increase your relationship with him. You can check the progress of your relationship with him by hovering on him. If you're already friends with him, a notification saying that you've unlocked his costume will appear and you can wear it in Create a Sim if you want. You'll also unlock 2 new interactions, such as ask for gardening tips to gain a boost to your gardening skill and check for seeds to obtain a random assortment of seeds. These 2 interactions will have a cooldown after you use it. Also, after befriending him, at around noon every day, he will get out of his branch and walk around like a regular sim. Their main task is to take care of your plants, but you can also socialize with them like normal. You can even develop romantic relationship and woohoo with him. After around 5 hours, he will return to his branch and appear again on the next day. The only way to move him into your household is by using cheats. NPC number 3, Solani Elementals. This NPC comes from Island Living expansion pack. To meet them, first you need to have a sim with the trait Child of the Island. Then click on the sim and choose Summon Island Elementals. Doing this will initiate a small social event where these 3 ghosts called Solani Elementals will visit your house to judge whether or not you've honored the island culture. Activities like drinking kava, cleaning up the island, taking part in Solani festivals, and listening to island radio will increase your contribution. If they deem you worthy, you'll receive various positive buffs with unique effects, but if you're not worthy, you'll receive a sad moodlet. You can also increase your relationship with the elementals like normal. If you have full friendship relationship with one of them, you can ask them to move in into your household. Doing so will turn them back into a mortal sim, but you'll notice that they'll have this trait called Solani Mana. This trait allows them to do several unique abilities, like summoning a volcanic bomb that sims can break down later to obtain minerals, and using Gift of Solani to plants to evolve them to the next level immediately. This trait can also be inherited to their offspring if they try for baby, and their ability can be used as soon as they've grown up to a child. NPC number 4, the Hermit. This NPC comes from Outdoor Retreat game pack. To be able to meet them, your sim needs to book a vacation to Granite Falls. After that, you need to go to Granite Falls Forest. From the cabin on the center, you can find this cave entrance covered with vines right here. Enter the cave by clicking on it. You'll then have to go through this text adventure thing. Just choose the answer that I chose here to proceed. If you answer incorrectly, you'll be forced to exit the cave, but if you choose the right answers, you will arrive into this hidden world called Deep Woods. You can also spot a house in this area. This house is occupied by the Hermit. You can socialize with them like how you will socialize with normal sim. But if you have enough relationship with them, you'll be able to learn a secret herbalism recipe from them called the fungal infusion fertilizer, which you can cook in a stove or a grill. You'll also be able to add them to your household if you have high enough relationship. Doing this will unlock this achievement. When added, they will have decent skill in fishing and gardening and max skill in herbalism. Another hermit will also spawn once you re-enter the deep woods if you add the old hermit to your household. NPC number 5, Temperance. This NPC comes from Paranormal Stuff Pack. To be able to meet her, first you need to live in a haunted house residential lot. Then you need to survive through several nights in this haunted house. You'll meet some spirits, cursed objects, and this helpful ghost named Guidry that will, well, guide you through your haunted nights throughout the way. You can ask Guidry for some advices, but you may also notice this locked up interaction mentioning someone terrible. Anyway, after you've gone through a certain number of nights, you'll get this warning saying that she's here. Once she appears, the electricity will be shut down for a while. She will also cause chaos when she's around, like making you scared, breaking objects, creating cursed objects, and summoning angry spirits if you have a seance table lying around. You can socialize with her if you want, but she'll be angry all the time, so it's kinda hard to please her. If Guidry is around, she will also try to seduce him, but it'll always fail. She will leave eventually, but there are several ways to get rid of her earlier. Remember the locked advice from Guidry? It'll be accessible once she has appeared. Guidry will then explain that both of them have a pretty complicated past. Yeah, no wonder. He will also lend you this special idol called the Bizarre Idol, but you can only obtain one of these from him. To gather more, you need to present offerings to these small spirits that usually appear. There's a chance they will give you the idol as a reward. Now, if Temperance is around, place the idol near her. The idol will burn and she will tremble in fear because of its presence. After that, she will leave. If you have level 3 medium skill, you can also summon Bonehilda the skeleton maid through the seance table. Besides doing your chores, Bonehilda will also fight off Temperance if she is present. This will result in her leaving the lot. Additionally, you can also add her to the family with cheats if you want. You will also notice that her emotion is permanently set to very angry. Also, if you use mods to bring her back to life, this is what she looks like. NPC number 6, Skeleton. This NPC comes from Jungle Adventure Game Pack. To meet them, first you need to take a vacation to Selvadorada. Then you need to go through the thick jungle in this area and explore it until you find this ancient temple. Once you enter the temple, you may encounter a literal walking skeleton which is actually the temple guardian. Don't worry though, they're chill. They don't do much here other than as someone to keep you company in the temple. You can socialize with them, but you will never gain any relationship points with them for some reason. If you want to summon your own skeleton, you need to gather 2 specific ancient relic parts that you can find from treasure chests around Selvadorada. Ancient relics are a combination of relic base and relic head, and there are 3 types of them each. Each possible combination will also have unique effects. You need to fuse Totekolama relic with Death relic base type to summon a skeleton. Then insert a Refined crystal. The strength of the effect depends on the crystal's rarity. After that, activate the relic. Doing this will summon a friendly service skeleton that will do your chores. They're pretty much a naked Bonehilda at this point. Their appearance will be one of these 3 variations. They will also have random skeleton related names. After some time, they will disappear and turn to dust. Additionally, you can also tell jokes about skeletons to them. And funnily enough, if you tell them 3 skeleton jokes in a row, the skeleton will die of laughter and turn to a pile of bones. If you want, you can also turn into a temporary skeleton by using a relic combination of Balam Pulso relic head and Death relic base. While being a skeleton, your hunger, bladder, energy, and hygiene need won't decrease. NPC number 7, Repo Person. This NPC is introduced in a free update patch around a year ago. When your bills are already long overdue, your power will be shut down. If you still haven't paid your bills 24 hours after that, this time your water supply will be shut down. Finally, if you still haven't paid your bills again for another 24 hours, someone called a Repo Person will appear on your home. They will find one of your household objects, write a note about it, and then take out this strange looking gadget to repossess it. The object will then be taken away as a trade-off for your unpaid bills. After that, your power and water supply will turn on again. A Repo Person will also repossess your objects if there are unpaid university loans from Discover University expansion pack. If a Repo Person is scheduled to come but you don't have any object to begin with, they will come, say this in the notification, and leave. They will return the next day if you still haven't paid the bills. NPC number 8, Baby Ariel. This NPC comes from Get Famous expansion pack. To encounter her, you need to go to Del Sol Valley and go to the Starlight Boulevard district. Here, celebrity sims of all types will usually be a common sight. But among all of the celebrities, you may also encounter this celebrity called Baby Ariel. She's a teenager and is a 4-star celebrity. You can interact with her just like how you interact with other celebrities. Since she's a teenager, you cannot ask her to join your household or marry her to join, obviously, but you can use cheats. What's unique with her is that she will never age, so she will be a teenager forever. She also will not be able to die in this game. Even if you set her hunger need to be empty, for example, she will survive because she will always have a snack in her pocket for some reason. Apparently, it's because she has this hidden Baby Ariel trait that prevents aging and death. And yes, she is based on a real-life social media personality of the same name because of a collaboration between her and The Sims. NPC number 9, Flower Bunny. This NPC comes from Seasons expansion pack. Flower Bunny is one of the 2 holiday NPCs along with Father Winter in Seasons, but unlike him, Flower Bunny isn't in any of the pre-made holidays, so that's why I include them here. You need to create your own custom holiday or edit existing holidays and include this Flower Bunny tradition to make them come to your lot. Once the holiday is active, the Flower Bunny will then appear right in front of your house. When they're here, they will scatter random types of flowers around your home. You can socialize with them like normal, which is needed to complete the tradition. But the only unique interactions you can do to them is fight for eggs. A fight between your sim and the Flower Bunny will ensue and you'll obtain a random decorative egg after that. Also, when you're socializing with them, they will not produce any voice. You can include them to your household with kiss or by marrying them. If you try to edit them in Create a Sim, they will end up being a random sim with no voice. And finally, NPC number 10, the Chalet Ghosts. They come from Get Together expansion pack. To meet them, you need to go to the world Windenburg and travel to Von Hound Estate, a mansion that also acts as a museum. You can read plaque to learn about its history. It was said that this mansion was owned by a couple, but unfortunately, a fire burned down the mansion, bringing them to their untimely demise. Behind the mansion, there's also this huge garden along with a hedge maze you can explore. However, when it's nighttime, you'll get the chance to encounter this ghost couple wandering around the area, which are Bernard and Mimsy. Of course, you can talk to them as usual, and if you get to know them, they'll sometimes share about their background and history from time to time. You can also see that their ghosts have smokes coming out of them, meaning that both of them really died in a fire. They will also always have the flirty emotion, judging by their pink ghost color every time you encounter them. Before finishing, I want to give an honorable mention to this last NPC called the Night Wraith. This creepy NPC comes from Realm of Magic game pack. At first, I really want to include him in the list, but I already made a video talking about him not a long time ago. I'll link to it in the end of this video if you'd like to check it out. Anyway, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you like it, and if you want more Sims videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. See you later!